The Scandalous Life of William Hale Thompson. William Hale Thompson, known as Big Bill, was one of the most flamboyant and controversial figures in American politics. As the mayor of Chicago during the 1920s, his career was marred by scandals, allegations of corruption, and sensational rumors. Here, we delve into 10 of the most scandalous and shocking facts about his life and career. Fact number 1. Early life and personal turmoil. William Hale Thompson was born on May 14, 1869, in Boston, Massachusetts. His family moved to Chicago when he was young, seeking better opportunities. Thompson's larger-than-life personality began to shine early, and he quickly became involved in local politics. In 1901, he married Mary Maisie Walker, a union that was both a personal and political alliance. Maisie was from a prominent Chicago family, which helped Thompson climb the political ladder. Despite the outward appearance of a solid marriage, rumors swirled about Thompson's infidelities and the couple's strained relationship. Thompson was often seen with other women, and Maisie frequently traveled alone, sparking gossip about their personal lives. Their lack of children was another point of public speculation, with some suggesting that the couple's estrangement was deeper than it appeared. The couple's frequent separations and Maisie's reclusive lifestyle further fueled these rumors, painting a picture of a deeply troubled union behind the scenes. Number 2. Corruption and the Thompson Machine. Thompson's time as mayor was notorious for its corruption. His administration was often described as the Thompson Machine, a well-oiled network of political operatives, corrupt officials, and gangsters. Thompson's ties to organized crime were no secret. He was accused of accepting bribes from various criminal enterprises, including Al Capone's notorious outfit. Under Thompson's watch, Chicago became a haven for organized crime. The mayor's alleged protection of Capone allowed the gangster's empire to flourish. Capone reportedly contributed large sums of money to Thompson's campaigns, ensuring that law enforcement turned a blind eye to his illegal activities. Critics argued that Thompson's administration was effectively an arm of the mob, with public officials acting more like criminals than law enforcers. Number 3. Anti-British sentiment and bizarre campaigns. Thompson's political campaigns were marked by outlandish tactics and bizarre claims. In the 1927 mayoral race, he adopted an anti-British platform, insisting that King George V was plotting to reclaim America. To drive his point home, Thompson staged mock debates with a caged rat, which he named King George. This unconventional campaign strategy drew widespread ridicule and media attention. Critics saw it as a desperate attempt to distract from the more pressing issues of crime and corruption in Chicago. However, Thompson's antics resonated with some voters, who were entertained by his theatrical approach and anti-establishment rhetoric. Number 4. The infamous Pajama Parade. One of Thompson's most eccentric campaign events was the Pajama Parade during his 1927 re-election bid. At midnight, he organized a parade through downtown Chicago, where his supporters marched in their pajamas. The spectacle was meant to symbolize a new beginning and a break from the corrupt past. While the parade did garner attention, it also became a source of mockery. Newspapers and political opponents lampooned the event, portraying it as a sign of Thompson's desperation. Despite the ridicule, the parade highlighted Thompson's flair for the dramatic and his ability to engage the public in unconventional ways. Number 5. Alliance with organized crime. Thompson's relationship with organized crime was a defining feature of his tenure as mayor. He was widely believed to have formed alliances with notorious gangsters like Al Capone and Johnny Torrio. These relationships allegedly provided Thompson with substantial financial backing, which he used to maintain his political dominance. The benefits of these alliances were mutual. While Thompson received financial support and political muscle, gangsters like Capone enjoyed a level of protection and freedom to operate. Law enforcement under Thompson's administration often turned a blind eye to mob activities, allowing organized crime to thrive in Chicago. This symbiotic relationship contributed significantly to Thompson's tainted legacy. Number 6. Educational policies and the monkey trial. Thompson's tenure saw significant controversies in education. In the 1920s, he proposed banning the teaching of evolution in Chicago schools, aligning with the sentiments of the infamous Scopes monkey trial in Tennessee. The Scopes trial, which took place in 1925, involved teacher John T. Scopes being tried for teaching evolution, violating Tennessee's Butler Act. Thompson's push mirrored this anti-evolution stance, suggesting that such teachings were un-American. Thompson's proposal drew both support and outrage. Conservative groups, particularly religious organizations, supported the ban, praising Thompson for defending traditional values. However, progressive educators and scientists criticized the move, arguing that it hindered academic freedom and scientific education. Critics also accused Thompson of pandering to conservative voters rather than pursuing genuine educational reform. This controversy highlighted the intense cultural and ideological battles of the era. Number 7. Extravagant lifestyle and financial misconduct. Thompson's extravagant lifestyle was a frequent topic of criticism. Known for hosting luxurious parties and spending lavishly, he often flaunted his wealth in the face of public scrutiny. Despite the Prohibition era, Thompson was infamous for his heavy drinking. Celebrating his re-election, he hosted a grand party on his private boat, the City of Chicago. The festivities turned chaotic when the boat capsized, leading to a dramatic scene with Thompson reportedly crawling ashore, still clutching a bottle of whiskey. Thompson's opulent spending and the boat incident became symbols of his administration's excesses. Allegations of financial misconduct were rampant, with accusations that Thompson used public funds for personal expenses. His lavish expenditures were particularly criticized during the economic hardships of the Great Depression, as many Chicagoans struggled to make ends meet. This perception of financial impropriety and extravagance further tarnished his reputation. Number 8. Feud with Chicago's elite. Thompson's brash style and populist rhetoric often put him at odds with Chicago's elite. He famously feuded with civic leaders and business tycoons, accusing them of undermining his administration. Notable adversaries included Charles Dawes, vice president under Calvin Coolidge, and Julius Rosenwald, the president of Sears, Roebuck and Company. Thompson accused these influential figures of conspiring against him and the common people of Chicago. He positioned himself as a champion of the working class, using populist rhetoric to galvanize support. This adversarial relationship contributed to a polarized political climate, with Thompson's supporters viewing him as a defender of their interests against a corrupt elite. In contrast, his detractors saw him as a demagogue exploiting populist sentiments for personal gain. Number 9. Post-mayoral controversies. Even after leaving office, Thompson remained a controversial figure. He continued to wield significant influence in Chicago politics and was implicated in various schemes and scandals. In the 1930s, he attempted a political comeback, running for mayor again in 1931 and governor of Illinois in 1936, though both efforts failed. Thompson's post-mayoral years were marked by continued allegations of corruption and involvement in shady dealings. He was often seen as a puppet master, manipulating political figures and decisions from behind the scenes. Despite his official retirement from politics, his legacy of scandal and intrigue ensured that he remained a polarizing and influential figure in Chicago's political landscape. Number 10. Death and the discovery of hidden wealth. William Hale Thompson's death on March 19, 1944, did not mark the end of his scandalous reputation. Upon his death, authorities discovered $1.5 million in cash hidden in his safe, equivalent to over $34 million today. This revelation fueled further speculation about the extent of his corruption and the sources of his wealth. The discovery of such a large sum of money underscored the deep entanglements Thompson had with organized crime and the systematic corruption that defined his political career. It provided a final, tangible piece of evidence of the widespread corruption that many had long suspected. This discovery further cemented Thompson's legacy as one of the most corrupt and controversial figures in American political history.